guys, welcome to the Red Zone. I'm Bobs.
I'm Maiden.
What's
Never said Bob's Bounce now.
Well, listen, it is Bobsy Bounce, but like it's the Red
So
Zone.
Bob's Bounce, the Red Zone.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like the football, like news and catch up and stuff like that. So I think we should just get straight into it, Aiden. Right? So, 1 down, 3 to go.
Well, yeah. Are we gonna get the other three? Are we gonna get any of the other three?
We'll find out. The thing is, I mean, as we're shooting this at the moment, right? We've got a game to be played. Obviously, the game is going to be played. So it depends if this conversation that we're having right now is if it's going to fall flat on its face or how it's going to go. Yeah,
It's gonna go from 1 down, 3 to go to 1 down. We've only got 2 that we can possibly get.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm very proud to be honest. And I know, like, a lot of people are going to be saying, "Oh yeah, shit, look at this guy celebrating, Carabao Cup." Yeah, but
We did call it a Mickey Mouse Trophy last year.
did we?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
When Man U won it, but it wasn't. It was a Mickey Mouse Trophy then. Isn't it?
Yeah, but let's just have because I want to just get straight into it and just talk about a bit of a recap of what actually happened, right? So, obviously, most of our team is not even playing because they're all fucking injured, right? So then Klopp made the decision in the second half to obviously put on the kids.
All of them.
Yeah, pretty much all the kids, and Now, what actually do you think happened with Chelsea?
I think it's a similar situation to how PSG have been in the last couple of years. There's too much talent on the pitch to gel as a team. Like on the pitch yesterday, not yesterday, but when we won the final, it's players that we've bought and they've not been superstars when we've bought them. They've been turned into superstars like Alisson, Robertson, Van Dijk. But you don't just get them because Chelsea have bought them for all 100 million and stuff.
So would you say then that that's more to do with the management then, yeah? Skills.
I think it's the ownership. Because
Ownership and obviously the management as well.
No, because I don't think really the owners at Liverpool get involved at all, which is sometimes the problem. But it can be good if you've got the right manager to do it. I don't think Pochettino's a very good manager. He's won 1 out of 4 major trophy finals. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, I mean, just like a quick mention, because obviously I'm thinking about the players that kind of turned us down, right? So you've got Caicedo. Was he playing yesterday? Wasn't he? Obviously, well, not yesterday. Fucking won. And who else turned us down?
And Enzo.
Enzo as well, yeah. So these Lavia.
Yeah, Lavia and Colwill.
Okay, yeah. So all these players have turned down Liverpool, yeah. So instead, you've got some, the youth academy playing for these lot, right? The thing is, I think Gary Neville's got quite a bit of stick for saying what he said. What did he say? What did you say?
Chelsea's £1 billion bottle jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Losing to Klopp's kids.
Exactly right. But it's the truth. It's the truth, though. Unfortunately, it's the truth.
But like I said to you, and I found it hard to put it into words that kind of made sense. But if you look at the ages, yeah, Chelsea actually did have a lower average age than Liverpool did. But the kids that we had on that were 17, 18 were free. The kids that they have on that are 20, 22 years old, they've paid upwards of 80 million and more for, like Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Those two, I'm sure, probably cost more than the entire team we had on.
And also, I think I want to give a shout out to Wataru Endo as well. Right, I didn't expect a lot from him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know who he was. You knew who he was, right?
I knew who he was, but I only knew him because of
Japan captain.
No. I watched this YouTuber who played FIFA, and he used him in his team every year just because he looked fun to use.
All right.
And that is the only reason why I knew him. I'd never watched him kick a ball before. I only knew how good he was when he signed for us, and you told me all of his stats from the Bundesliga, like his percentage of headers won.
Yeah, won. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. Because thing is, but the way he's managed to come and gel into the team, I mean, obviously that is credit to him as a player, but it's also credit to the manager, of course, Klopp. He has to be given credit for this as well. But to say that he wasn't even I think third on the list, for that position. Yet he is because was he on for the full game? I think he was, wasn't
full 120 minutes.
My
He walked out of Wembley afterwards
he? Limping.
with a brace
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he was so stiff.
Yeah.
Klopp said it. He goes, "I've never seen a player so stiff after playing a football match." He was celebrating with his legs not moving. He
Yeah.
weren't bending his legs when he was
Yeah,
walking.
yeah. Because I think he played the full game. Harvey Elliott, I think he played the full game as well.
I think Harvey Elliott played the full game. Diaz played the full game. Endo
Obviously,
played
Kelleher.
the full game. Kelleher, Van
Van
Dijk, and
What about Van Dijk, man? I can't believe the guy.
and Gomez kind of.
Van Dijk is still flipping there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He proved everyone wrong, didn't he? With
Yeah.
what he said afterwards, he goes, "They said I was finished."
Yeah. What about Kelleher then? What do you think? Amazing performance. Personally, I think he got robbed of the man of the match.
Do you know what it is with Kelleher? He only performs in these games, and I don't.
Because
know-
you don't rate him, do
I
you?
don't know. I don't like him. Like he'll have a performance like that, and then tomorrow, at time of recording, we've got Southampton tomorrow, and he could very easily drop an absolute shocker and concede 4 goals.
Yeah.
Because it can just do that. It goes from being amazing to being absolutely diabolical.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, man. So like, but in when he needs to perform, he can perform. On his good day, he can have a game like he did when we obviously won the Carabao Cup, and on a bad day, he can just be like so diabolical. So it's one of those. But as you know, this is why Alisson is the first keeper because he's a lot more consistent, and obviously he's just a better.
I think there's a bit of a bias in what Klopp says about Kelleher. Because he goes, "We've got the best number 1 goalkeeper," which I agree with,
Yeah.
in the world. Alisson, I think, is the best keeper in the world. All you Man City fans don't even think about seeing Edison.
No, come on, man. Even they know he's not the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, but they think of it. Well,
Nah, I
if
don't.
there is any Man City fans.
Hand on heart, come on. They know who's the best keeper in the league and in the world. Most likely, it's going to be Alisson. And what does he say? Number 2 is
He goes, and he goes on the best backup goalkeeper is Kelleher.
what about Adrian? He was celebrating.
Wow.
He
it's amazing how he can even celebrate.
He was celebrating. He was there, man, in full force.
Who would you say is the best backup keeper in the world?
Best backup keeper in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I really like. What's that keeper, man? Areola.
Yeah, I suppose he is backup keeper, isn't he? Fabianski's still first choice.
Yeah. I really like Areola.
How old is Fabianski now? 39? 40?
I don't think he was that old.
He is old, man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the Liverpool conversation. I'm quite happy. We got the trophy. We got the win. So let's hope how the season gets on. Injuries are absolutely killing us, right? I don't know what's going to happen.
Got
really.
another one now, innit?
Huh?
Obviously, Endo, I don't think Endo's going to play tomorrow. Because, you know yourself, I know they get paid to do it and I know it's their job. But we play football on a Wednesday and it takes us the full week to recover. And we do not play an intense final to win a trophy.
Yeah, but Aiden, also don't forget, right?
At 5 Live.
Yeah, I understand that, right? But the thing is, these lot, the physio they have, the treatment centers they have, the diet that these guys have is in a different league, man, compared to us guys, right? These guys, everything that they do is designed around them playing football. So I think it's a bit unfair comparing their life to our life.
Yeah, but I think when you look at Endo, because I'm singling out Endo here because Endo played amazing that game, and I don't think anyone's talking about Endo as much as they should do. Endo played amazing in that game, and he was knackered after the game. He couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is, I bet, you know, like after you have played 5-a-side, okay, you don't go back home, and the following day you've got like some guy who comes special just to give you a massage in your legs, right? You know, for like a whole 2-3 days. That shit doesn't happen. Whereas these guys, they get full physio done. They basically treated like kings, right? For them to be able to perform at their best. I think he'll recover. I think he'll be fine. Okay, he might not be playing for the Southampton game. However, he is going to be playing for the future games. I'm very confident in that, right? And I'm quite confident. I think that we are going to be getting our players back. Quite a few of them back. Yeah, I do think a lot of them are going to be coming back. I think Darwin, Salah and Szoboszlai, I think, will be coming back.
I think Gravenberch is going to be out for a while. That's ligament damage.
Which is another one I don't understand. I mean, okay, fine. A red card might have been a bit harsh, but I do think a yellow card should have been given. But it wasn't even looked at. It wasn't even, didn't even blow the whistle.
It wasn't even looked at.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong. We get called Liverpool all season.
Well, we had a goal ruled out.
We had a goal ruled out.
Well, so did they. But then they're like,
theirs was offside, clearly.
No, because the thing is, people haven't seen it, and I would
I showed you the other angle.
Yeah,
yesterday,
I saw it. No, but I
Um,
saw it when they showed it post match, right? They showed a different angle, and he was clearly offside. He was offside.
They VAR, I think, for you to rule out a goal, it needs to be clear. Like when Van Dijk's first goal was ruled out, I can't remember who said it. I think it was it Mark Goldbridge that said it.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a flipping. I don't.
No, but Mark Goldbridge said he goes that don't cancel out goals for things that people don't even notice, because nobody on Chelsea's squad bench fans, bear in mind half of Wembley were Chelsea fans, not a single person I can guarantee you thought Endo, if he wasn't there then, and Colwill got through.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have got through though.
It wouldn't, because Van Dijk's is too much of an aerial threat. You can't really stop him.
Well, they didn't fucking rule out the second goal that he scored, did they? So
Won the final, so
yeah, exactly. So it
winner.
was the final. Anyway, let's move on from that. Move on to some other news. Let's talk about what is actually happening with Alonso then. So is he definitely not going to be coming to Liverpool?
I don't think so. I think it's most likely Bayern that he's going to be going to. And
Why do you think that is the way? Is that because do you think it's not just him, but anybody is scared of taking up that job after Klopp?
Yeah, I think that to take over from what Klopp's done now, you've got to have like some balls, really, innit? Because you've got to not only taking up the job at Liverpool, you're taking up you have to continue what Klopp was doing now, which is not easy because he's literally been doing it for what now, 2015, so 9 years nearly, and it's not they're not easy boots to fill, are they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, okay, so that's going to be interesting to see who is going to be coming in for Liverpool. Are there any rumours? Anything you've heard?
Nagelsmann, Julian Nagelsmann.
Who is he?
You know, honestly, I can't remember who he managed, but what I can remember from who he did manage, he did a decent enough job where he was. Another German. He was either, I could be completely wrong with both of these, but I'm sure he was either the German boss or the Bayern boss.
So hang on. So you know, if Alonso going to be going to Bayern, yeah. So where is Tuchel going to be going?
I think he'll go back to Chelsea.
Oh, you think so? Right. Okay. Do you think there's a possibility of him coming to Liverpool?
I'd like him to come to Liverpool.
Yeah. And there's another rumour of Man United. I'd read the rumour today, in fact, of what's his name again?
Simone Inzaghi.
Yeah, Inzaghi. Yeah.
Not
the fake one.
Not the real one.
The fake one.
Inzaghi, his brother.
But I think he's a bit underrated, you know. I think he's a good manager.
He's a good manager. I think he's at Inter at the moment, or he was at Inter.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Man U and what they're making the mistakes with in recent times, they're making ex-players into managers. They've tried it with Solskjaer, didn't work, and then now they're gonna try it with a footballer who isn't even the best player with his name. I just don't think it's going to work. You need to get a manager that's an experienced manager. Who was it that yesterday? I think Sam Allardyce got asked a question. He goes, "Would you take over Chelsea if you got the offer?" He goes, "100%. I'd fly over back from Qatar tomorrow if I got the offer to go there, because the defence needs sorting out. Everything's leaky." He goes, "I could sort Chelsea out," which I'm sure he probably could do, because he's one of them managers that's a proper manager. He doesn't try anything that's special, fancy. He keeps it simple. He's one of those.
I mean, Man United, they were actually on a good little a bit of a streak they were on, to be honest. But then who did lose to? Was it Fulham? No.
Fulham, yeah.
Fulham, yeah, they lost to Fulham,
Yeah.
didn't
Alex Iwobi.
they? Yeah. Last minute.
Maguire.
Yeah, lastminute.com. And it's a bit of a shame, to be honest, because but this just shows you, like, you know, it's not over until it's over. I feel as though they really could have done something. And it's similar to the Chelsea game, you know, and Liverpool game, the Carabao Cup. It's like the whole Chelsea team gave up, right? But Liverpool didn't give up, right? The kids didn't give up. Same thing happened with these lot. I think, you know, Man United thought, you know what, flipping hell, we've scored this goal, and we've got now Fulham on the back foot, right? Worst case scenario, we're going to get a draw out of this, right? Next thing you know, flipping out, what do you call it? Adama gets the ball, right? Now, okay, I know Maguire, you've already got a yellow card, but guess what, man? Take it for the fucking team. Get him. You know what I mean? Get him. Take him out.
You might get away with it.
You never know. You might even get away with it because he wasn't the last man, right? You had Iwobi, the one who scored the goal, right? And then he managed to pass it through and he scored a goal. And then, what do you call it? Adama, who's, I don't know why you guys have got him as a bloody keeper, right? He just stood there. He just looked at the ball, rolled into the back.
No, man. He is
terrible.
I don't understand. I don't understand him at all.
So that game, they could have actually won. And I think, you know something?
I think that's becoming a regular theme with the bigger teams now recently.
What is?
And it hits them bad. Like, even today, they got away with it because they've got Haaland and De Bruyne. But Man City, none of the top 6 teams in the league, in the Premier League, should be conceding any goals to Luton Town. And they have taken points off, I think, every single top 6 club.
Yeah.
Probably apart from Man U or something.
Well, we just watched the thingy just now. Obviously, I know it's going to come out a bit later, but
Haaland
we just
scored 5.
Yeah, Haaland scored 5 goals. De Bruyne got flipping how many assists?
Sure, he got 5 assists.
He got 4 or 5 assists, and then he got flipping the home for the greatest cheeseburger guy. What's his name?
Kovacic.
Yeah, Kovacic, right? Mushtaq Brady. Yeah, looks bang like him. He scored a screamer as well. But I mean, they were going to win that game anyway. To be fair, right? And then we watched the penalty shootouts.
Blackburn and Newcastle.
And Newcastle.
That was another thing, isn't it? Newcastle. What's happened to them? Do you think it's the football? I think they're playing too much football and injuries as well. They've been hit by injuries.
they kind of been done over on injuries. But like
Pope.
when they first got bought, they were doing really well. And all of a sudden you can see the standards kind of. But it's not that. I don't think the standards really dropped. I think the standards increased on other teams so much that it's just hard to compete. It's just, day in, day out. You just need to, every week.
It is, isn't it? Because playing. I think this Premier League season, every game has averaged 3-point-something goals a game, which is the most it's ever been. And I don't think it's due to defence. I think it's just due to the increased, intensity in the attack. Because you've got players now, it's counter-attacking football for every single team. Even your lower class teams, like in recent seasons, we've always got annoyed at the fact whenever a lower class team plays against Liverpool, all they'll do is sit back and wait for the counter-attack. But now these teams are going forward and trying to score a goal, and it's clearly working. Because Luton, if they played like that, how other teams have played in previous years, they'd be down already. But they're staying up because they're going forward and they're scoring goals and getting points. Yeah,
exactly. That's the thing. Because I feel like that's the way. If a team wants to either draw with Liverpool or they want to win against Liverpool, that's what they tend to do. They just sit back, and it's basically like proper, shit play. You sit back, you defend, you'll get the counter. You've got a couple of people up front. They'll get the ball, and eventually they'll score a goal. But to me, that's very, very boring football. It's a very cowardly way of playing, to be honest. You're not going toe to toe, which is what teams are doing, and unfortunately, they can't go toe to toe with Liverpool when it comes to that kind of stuff. Especially when Liverpool have got the full team on. There's no chance you're going to beat them.
And then when they do play that, it works every time because of how high we play our line.
Yeah,
our line of defence is always be on the halfway line, and you've got your players like Diaz, Salah and Nunes, or whoever's out on that day. They are forward at all times, and then the midfield is attacking, and then we've got inverted fullbacks. So at the back left is Van Dijk, who will probably usually step up, go try and score himself. So that leaves you with one player to stop a full counter-attack, and then you've got everyone running back trying to stop from scoring a goal, and then it'll go in. So you can't do anything about it. But I think that's been happening a lot less this season. The only team that have done it are Man U. Yeah,
Man United, yeah. That's the way Man United played. They basically sat back, relaxed. They thought, we're not going to go into this full whack, because they knew that they're not going to be able to do it. They're going to lose, right? Because their backline's going to get exposed, and then you've got, Was it that game? Was it Salah, Nunez, and Lucho playing over there, or Jota or something? I don't
Might
know.
have been like Gakpo or something.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you got that kind of a forward coming at you, you're not going to compete with that. So what do? You just do everything you do to just defend, which is what they did, and that's how they were able to get. Was it the draw they got, didn't they? Yeah, that's the way how they managed to get the draw. Because if you notice, right, all season they didn't, and even after that, right, they haven't played a game like that again. Defensive game, they haven't played with anybody else.
No, they haven't, and you know they haven't because they've been losing games.
Yeah,
It's just the way it is, isn't it? Ten Hag thinks that the style of football he's playing is working, which is not. He's definitely going to lose his job soon. He's not a good enough manager at all.
What about with Arsenal? How are they getting on? Are they
Arsenal,
they won the last game, didn't they? Who did they play last game? I don't even know who they played. I'm sure they won. I'm sure they won the last game.
they did.
I think-
They
yeah.
won by quite a big margin as well, didn't they?
Arsenal are just getting better and better, to be honest.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And I don't think it's really down to Arteta. I think everyone gives Arteta a lot of the credit for that. I don't think it is. If you look at their squad, they've got a lot of world-class talent that are still young, which is what Chelsea think they have, which they don't. But if you look at Bukayo Saka, he is going to be one of the best
Yeah.
in his position ever. You've got Declan Rice. He's only 23.
How old is Havertz?
23, 24. He's not old either. I think he's 25.
Okay.
But they've got a reasonably young team.
They've got Martinelli over there as well. I think the only person that's how old is Odegaard? Is he quite old?
I think he's touching 30 now.
Okay.
But even the type of way that he plays anyway, I think he could go on for another 5 years.
Yeah,
Because he's not a box-to-box player, is he really? He's a playmaker.
There's that, and also, like, if you notice, like you were saying the other day, he is not very fast, right?
No.
So he doesn't have to rely on his speed. He's just a very good technical player. He's got a very good understanding of the game. And I've always rated Odegaard, you know, I've always said he's an amazing flipping talent. So
He was wasted at Madrid.
say that again?
He was wasted at Madrid.
No, I think Madrid.
They never played him.
Yeah, but then, you know, like
They bought...
Madrid is like you know, get in line.
They bought a 32-year-old James Rodriguez back to play.
Yeah.
over Odegaard.
Speaking of Madrid, Mbappe, is he going to go there then, yeah? I think he's going there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
It's looking like it.
He did. I think he was somewhere yesterday. Actually, he were at some sort of like French conference with like the French Prime Minister and Nasser Al Khalifi, the thingy, PSG president. They were there yesterday. I don't know. That's the problem with PSG and Mbappe, though. I don't think Mbappe actually likes that treatment that he gets, because he gets treated like a king rather than a football player.
Yeah.
Which maybe he does like it, maybe he doesn't. But
I think he loves it.
if he did love it, though, why would he want to move away from it?
I think because he's now achieved everything he had to achieve at PSG.
He wants to win trophies in
trophies.
in bigger leagues, so he can go down in history. Which he is already going to go down in history. But name me one other player that's made their name in the French
In
league
the French league, yeah, no.
and stayed in the French league.
Yeah, no one. I mean, I know there have been players that have made a name in the French league, but they haven't been known on
For the French league.
Yeah, but they haven't been known
but
internationally.
That's all of the French players ever, because
Yeah.
all of the French players started at, even the like Algeria and Morocco, because they've all switched nationalities in it, because they're all born in France. Like Mahrez, I'm sure Mahrez was born in France, because he played for a French team first, and then they all move away, don't they? But everyone, I'm sure, you look at Makelele, Kante, Henry, we were just talking about Henry earlier, they've all started obviously in their home country and then moved away to bigger teams. I just don't think that the French league is the best place for him to stay, because
No,
he's getting on now, isn't he?
Yeah, no, but not really, well, kind of. But also the thing is, you know, like the club Real Madrid, it's like a designer club, right? You know what I mean? This is the place that you need to play. So for the person of his stature as a footballer, he needs to be playing for Real Madrid. It's simple. like all the best players have played there. And the club, the history, I don't want to go into that, but that is the club that, like, that is the peak of the peak, in it. When if you play for Real Madrid, you are at the peak level of football, and especially him, right, who is at the peak of his game at the moment. He's the best, striker in the world. Which other club is he going to be going to? I mean, I was hopeful thinking he's going to come to Liverpool.
We thought maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
With Klopp leaving, that's us taking the full thing.
Yeah, he's not going to be coming to. Because whoever's going to come now to take Klopp's place, he's going to have to adjust and this and that. He needs to go to a club which is already now, full whack in play and good to go. And that's the club that is good to go at the moment. I think so.
Yeah, probably the best option for a minute. There's nowhere else really for him to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nowhere that he could really go, even if you think about it, because Bayern Munich, no. I don't think he fits that place.
No, I don't think so. No.
Barca, they cannot afford it. Over here, there is no one that he would come to. I don't. As a football player of his class, you're always going to want to go to Madrid, because you might have a dream of playing in the Premier League, but why would you want to live here?
Speaking of Barcelona, so Xavi's gone now, yeah?
Yeah, he's leaving at the end of the season.
Right. Has he decided what he's going to be doing?
I don't know. Maybe he'll take on like a Spain job or something.
Oh, right, okay. So why is he going? Because he just wants to leave.
He's just not doing well with Barca, and he can't really do what with them, because there's no funds, and there hasn't been funds for a long time. I think Barca are still paying us off for Coutinho.
Flipping hell. That was a deal of a flipping century, that one. So
their own fault though. But I'm happy that they did it, because then we bought Van Dijk and Alisson with that money in it.
That's fine, wicked. Anyway, we're going to leave it on that one, guys. That was very just quick, easy, because we're quite happy about the fact that we've won a trophy. Just another one to put into the trophy cabinet. And hopefully the next time that we jump on, we can talk about some more good news about Liverpool. That's the plan anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, till next time. Well, thanks for watching, actually. Subscribe, like, share, do all the lovely things. And I'm Bobs.
I'm Ed.
And this is The Red Zone. Signing out.